Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, the Jeep Scrambler is in the news. Okay, it's not really the Jeep Scrambler, but a pickup truck version of the Wrangler that has been long rumored to be coming to dealer showrooms. That hasn't been the world's greatest secret from FCA and Jeep, as they haven't really kept this under their hats. But now, Auto Forecast Solutions is reporting that the pickup truck version of the Wrangler will be going into production in mid-2019. Now, we got a couple of years left, but I'm sure that there's a lot of Jeep fans that are frothing at the mouth and cannot wait for this new machine. Of course, we got the new Wrangler that's going to be coming out over the next several months, so we'll definitely keep you in tune of those two deals. Next up on the list, another vehicle that we're anxiously awaiting to see the final production version of is the Tesla Model 3. And just over the past several days, Elon Musk has taken to his favorite social media, that being Twitter, and released that the brand new Model 3, the final production version, will be making its debut in July of 2017, which is somewhat of an issue because if you know Tesla, like I know Tesla, they've never really got one of their machines out of production when they said they were going to, which is exactly what the Model 3 is going to be, because it was supposed to be starting into production in June of 2017, so they're obviously going to be at least a month late, and hopefully they're still going to be able to get these machines out by the end of the year, so we cannot wait for that July reveal. Another production news that we're going to talk about comes from the folks over at the Detroit Free Press that is now reporting that the GT350 Mustang will live with us for a little bit more time. In fact, through the end of 2018, production will continue on this particular machine, so at least maybe for a couple of more years. Now, there really isn't anything that's going to change, and that's a good thing, because that 5-liter flat plane crank normally aspirated V8 will be making its return for this next go-round. But there is a couple of little deals, and that is 3 little deals. That being 3 brand new exterior paint colors are the only things that are really going to change. This is yet to be made official by Ford, but we're probably going to hear more about this in the next several days. Next up on the list, Audi showing off at the New York Auto Show their new weapon of choice to run in the GT4 class of sports car racing. Take on the likes of Aston Martin and Porsche and even Ferrari. But we're really not going to talk about this particular machine. We're going to talk about the road-going version of this vehicle, as Audi's got a special edition version to commemorate the brand new race car. Now, sadly, there's no real performance enhancement as far as this machine is concerned, but it gets a lot of the black and red trim work that go into the brand new race car, including the brand new interior in this thing, which is pretty choice in this vehicle, along with a lot of the logos, as this is the Audi R8 Audi Sport Edition. And this thing's going to be rare. The rarest R8 special edition they've ever done. Has only 200 units of this. It's going to be built for the world. And it will come in 2 different trim levels. The standard V10 R8 and also the V10 Plus. Now, if you get the standard V10, it comes with a 5.2 liter normally aspirated V10, making 540 horsepower and 398 pounds-feet of torque. If you step up to the V10 Plus, you do get a bump up of horsepower to 610 horsepower and 413 pounds-feet of torque. Like I said, only 200 built for the world. Haven't released American pricing as of yet, but everywhere else around the world will pay 181,900 euros for the standard edition. And if you go with the V10 Plus, that has a starting price of 205,800 euros for that particular machine. But Audi has yet to release when these vehicles will be hitting dealer showrooms. So guarantee you check back on the Facebook page. We'll keep you in tune on that front. Next up on the list, the Jaguar F-Type gets a brand new edition. And if you were really going to buy one of these machines, would you go for the supercharged V6 or even the top-of-the-line supercharged V8? How about a turbocharged 4-cylinder? Yes, Jaguar is going to build a 4-cylinder F-Type. Now that you've popped up your pitchforks and you've lit up all your torches to march on Jaguar's castle, bear with me for a little bit, because I'm going to talk about this in a different form. because I'm going to compare the old F-Type to the Mustang or Camaro. Now that you've taken your torches and your pitchfork and now are focusing in on Motorcars HQ, bear with me a little bit and I'll give you a reason why I'm going to compare the F-Type to the Camaro. Now, if you think about the Camaro or the Mustang, you know, us as petrol heads, we always think we're going to get the V8 version. Why would you even bother with the V6 version? Even though that EcoBoost 4 in that Mustang is a pretty intriguing power plant. But bear with me, because there's a lot of folks who don't care about performance. They just want the style. And that's what this brand new turbocharged 4-cylinder F-Type is all about. It's for people that don't really care about the high performance deal. That being said, that 2-liter turbocharged 4 makes some pretty good grunt at 296 horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. Not too bad. Shifted exclusively through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Sadly, we'd really love to see this thing in a 6-speed manual. It would be pretty doggone entertaining. Of course, the vehicle is rear-wheel drive. 0 to 60 comes in at just 5.4 seconds with a top speed. That's electronically limited, or maybe limited by the laws of physics, at 155 miles an hour. They haven't released pricing or availability on this vehicle as of yet, even though there's a lot of rumors floating about. This thing's going to be right about $60,000 for this machine, which is pretty doggone good money. Also, there's going to be a convertible version and the possibility of an all-wheel drive version that are going to be coming down the pike too. We'll have more information on those. Check back on the Facebook page for that. Last up on the list, maybe one of the last times, probably not, that we're going to talk about the brand new SRT Dodge Demon, because I got a little bit of clarification as far as the NHRA ban on this particular machine, because the NHRA has now come out over the past several days and made the announcement of why this vehicle is banned by the NHRA. And it's pretty simple. It's the lap time. 9.5 seconds in the quarter mile means it's just a little too quick to be running the way it is. Meaning that if this thing ran in the low 10s, this vehicle would be perfectly legal to take down to your NHRA track and race it as you wish. But now that you've gone a sub 10-second lap, you're going to need some more things done to this vehicle, including a certified NHRA certified roll cage in this particular machine. Obviously something FCA or Dodge was not going to do. You're going to need a window net for the machine, also aftermarket restraints, meaning the belts and arm restraints and the like. You're also going to need drive shaft loops. Not only the drive shaft loops, I'm assuming the half shafts are going to have some retainment systems in them as well. You don't want these drive shafts to be spitting out up or underneath the vehicle. You're also going to need a master on-off switch. There's a big switch on the back of a lot of NHRA cars. As an on or off will shut off all the electrics in case the vehicle gets into trouble as an incident. You want to shut off all the electronic fuel pumps or the electric fuel pumps that could be throwing fuel all over the race circuit, making a fire hazard. And actually, NHRA is kind of going to want you to be an NHRA licensed member. Mainly not just a membership, but you're going to need to be a license holder. They want to make sure that you can actually handle the power within of the brand new Demon. And then the obvious thing, helmet, fire-resistant suit, maybe even a fire-resistant jacket, pants, shoes, gloves. Also, you're going to need a helmet restraint, whether it be a neck brace or a Hans device. They are going to require that for this vehicle now that you've gone sub 10 seconds. So if you do all those things and jump through all those hoops, your Demon's totally legal with the NHRA. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.